After that first one, I'm pretty sure that we could maybe see that happen. I mean, we'll see how this is going to go, but it seems pretty obvious that might be the case.
Guys, keep in mind the rules always going to be very important there. You got a long look at those, so you know everything to expect inside of this matchup. As we started off, Zico is going to go for that polymorph. Rep, though, going to be connected onto Zico. Instantly, we're going to see none other than Absterge try to get that auto attack damage out. He's finally going to be caught into the sheep. That's going to buy Zico a nice amount of time. He's just going to get aggressive.
Going in. This is an aggressive Black Lizard. Okay, here we go. Immediately getting them down to half health, hitting him with the proc for the root there. Absterge getting the, what is that? The Blessing of Freedom. I don't know how this is going to go. Absterge has a lot of catching up to do. It looks like he's going to have to bubble right here. And let's see what's going to happen. He goes for the lay on hands immediately. And then Zico just sheeps him right after that, completely denies the lay on hands and uses it as an opportunity to completely reset. That is not good at all.
So lay on hands, it's probably the only time that we're going to see it inside of this matchup. He's going to go ahead and use it, but Zico's basically in a situation where he goes, okay, yeah, sure. I'm going to use my tools to actually sit back and reset. He's going to get some mana here. But we saw him play so aggressive. Yeah, the fireball's going to be ticking now.
This guy's just popping off right here. Absterge already at almost half health. Now, Absterge still does have bubble, so that is one thing that he still has, but Zico is at full mana. I mean, this is obviously not good for him. Zico immediately blocks out of the repent. This is an aggressive play. This is extremely aggressive. Zico just so much confidence right here. Absterge is at 25 health, and now he's at 0.
And I think one of the really big things to keep in mind as well is the fact that Zico just watched this matchup. And he can also probably assume that Absterge is going to have a little bit less gear. So aggression is 100% going to be the play there. So very, very heads up by Zico. And if he does take down this entire round, I am very excited to hear from him and basically hear if he learned from that matchup with VanRuki.
Well, I think that's probably one thing that he was doing. He's probably watching that very intently to know exactly what VanRuki did and then how to do it better. I mean, that's basically all it comes down to. I mean, honestly, like that was a very, very good matchup. Work over there, remember? Yeah, nobody has a job. They just collect welfare all the time. That's why they always beat us on all the world firsts. Remember?
It's called vacation, dude.
Yeah, I know. US doesn't have that.
But you know what the US does have? Absterge. And Absterge is going to be playing up against Zico right now. Zico going to be representing not... Zico's from Sweden?
Okay, there we go. All right, here we go. Let's do it. Okay, Absterge is moving towards Black Lizard and immediately gets rooted there. And then let's see. It looks like Zico's going to try. Oh, wow. He just blinked right away out of that stun, and then he goes for the interrupt. And then Absterge interrupts the polymorph with the repent. Okay, here we go.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, this is a very interesting way to start this off. Yeah, these guys going absolutely ham. Now caught in the sheep is going to be Absterge. Zico's got a full tank of mana, 72% mana here. He's going to go down for a drink. Wants to make sure it's at 100% so he can just
he's getting ready just so he can pop off. Hits him with a rank 1 Frostbolt. Okay, with the resist there. That's obviously not very good at all for Zico. He knows that's good. It's not good. So obviously, what does he do? He resets again. He polymorphs again. Okay, and there we go. And he's just fighting him right in range. He's not even worried about getting max range. He's actually going and being as offensive as possible, just like what we saw at the beginning. He goes for the, obviously, a, what do you call it?
What were you saying? What were you saying? Absolutely deleted. He's going to tear him apart like soft bread. Zico's going to be able to take this one. And you do need to actually look out here. You do need to look out here. You can actually see it. You can see it from those. They're prowling around there. You got those pussy cats. And we all know that if you do get too close to the pussy can completely ruin World of Warcraft. It could really ruin the duel. So you do want to be staying away from those guys when we are competing on this terrain. Watch out. Do not get too close to those prowling cougars.
Ooh, they're dangerous. Let me tell you. But listen, there we go. That's 2 for 2. Zico finishes it up. I think we probably might need an interview, right, with the competitor, the winner there.
Yeah, I think so. I think that would be a good idea.
Absolutely.
Let's see if we can. Let's see if I can talk to his publicist and we can get this figured out.
And while we do that, let's try to line the next one up so we can get these done, like knock these out. And the next one,
Jelly.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and All Seeing Eye, of course, is one of these guys who's got a lot to prove. He just ended up in the tournament today. Yep. Jelly is, of course, one of Absterge's teammates, one of the guys who actually switched over factions as well. So it's going to be exciting to see him. But this also sets up a matchup: Sea-Doo versus Zico. I believe you say there it is, but let's hear what
There it
Zico
is,
has to say
dude.
about this matchup in particular, because I think we saw both of the mages who played against the Paladins in VanRuki and Zico really step up the aggression in the later duels.
Here we go.
Yes, we're here with Zico. Mr. Zico, how do you feel about that duel?
I feel pretty good. I mean, it was sad that it, got a little bit dragged on because of griefing, but Absterge is a great player. He played the matchup, perfectly, and yeah, it was fun.
Nice. Can you get a little bit to your left? I can't hear you quite well.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Much better, much better.
Good? Okay,
Yeah,
my
much
bad,
better,
my
much
bad.
better. So
I gotta say, that's fun. How does it feel having the best hair on Twitch?
hey,
Is it good?
second best to you.
Oh, you're too kind. But I shaved, so now you're fresh.
No, it's still good. It's still good.
Well, I appreciate that.
No, I'm just really nice. I do have the best hair on Twitch.
Can you tell him I miss him?
I miss you too, Rich.
So,
Wait, he can hear
how did you feel about the Paladin Mage matchup? We saw one before. We saw one with Venruki and Drakova. How did you feel about playing against Absterge? Was it the sort of thing where was it about what you expected or no?
No, I think it was easier.
Really?
No, I'm kidding. Honestly, against threats, it's all about the freedom. As you know yourself, Asfan being one of the leading rats here on the
True.
beta.
And in real life.
It's and in real life, of course. It's just all about the freedom, So if you get a Nova when they don't have freedom, you're chilling.
That's right, and that's what we're about, man. We're about freedom here, and that's why we're doing this here on this here eve of July 4th. So we're big on freedom. We're gonna have freedom tomorrow. We're gonna have freedom August 27th. Whenever
We have freedom every day because
we got
this
freedom
is
every day.
America.
Hell yeah, brother. That's what I like to hear.
Hell yeah, brother.
All right, back to you guys. Guys.
18 naked cowboys. Okay. Okay, dude.
That's the place for the next tournament. Yeah, we'll give you more information on the next tournament later.
Yeah, that's our next dueling location.
It's gonna be.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's gonna be.
There's a lot of sword fights over there.
Yeah, it's a lot less griefing. It's definitely not gonna suck.
Yeah, absolutely not. Whoa.
Getting into the next matchup.
Yeah. Okay,
this
we
is
basically have a Warlock, All-Seeing Eye, again, a beta champion. A lot of you guys probably don't know him. Going up against Jellybeans, one of the best hunters in the world. Now, I personally, I think we're probably going to see Jellybeans come out ahead here.
This was a weird showing of a hunter.
This was a very weird
Even
showing.
Zero kind of said that.
Absolutely.
Now we're going to start to see what some of these other hunters in the tournament can do.
Yes.
Because it basically goes Jellybean. And
there's only one?
It's Jellybeans and then Bean Slayer.
Shit,
so in the
that's
next
not
two matchup, we actually have two hunters, right?
Yeah.
So there's a potential that we actually have a hunter mirror happen down here when we get to round two. But
I love mirrors. I love watching mirrors. That's my favorite thing.
I think it's one of the best things to happen in duels.
Absolutely.
Like it really is. But in this next one, it's basically All-Seeing Eye versus Jelly. And then when we get to the next one, Snuts versus Bean. So we're going to get to see kind of the full toolkit of hunters really play out.
Yeah.
And I feel like we really saw less of hunters than I expected to in the tips tournament. And a lot of the things that happened with hunters were super unfortunate. You actually think about Jelly playing in that tournament, that scatter shot. Like that scatter shot was a feels bad moment. Yeah, and we didn't really get to see the full potential from him. And now potentially this is one of these guys for a lot of people that they're just starting to get eyeballs on and really starting to see what this player can do.
Okay, here we go. And then they're immediately starting off. All-Seeing Eye just moves up right directly to him, and he keeps him in the root with the Frostbolt. And then, oh, wow. And he's immediately, did he just Ice Block or trap out of that? Oh, my God. Jellybeans is already at 39% health, 26% health. All-Seeing Eye is just deleting Jellybeans. This is insane. And then Jellybeans gets slightly healed up. And then is All-Seeing Eye going to be able to finish it off with an Arcane Explosion or maybe a Cone of Cold? And he immediately pulls it off. I actually thought All-Seeing Eye was a Warlock. I was wondering why there weren't any dots there, but it turns out that he's a fucking mage.
Dude, Jellybeans,
Look at that, dude!
Jellybeans, bro.
Woo!
Dude.
There it is.
He got chewed up like a fistful of Berry Bot beans. We're going to have to see if he can jump back in this next one, or he's just going to be absolutely smushed.
Feeling like a rotten egg flavored jelly bean right now. We'll see if he's going to be able to upgrade to strawberry.
Fart flavored jelly bean, bro. Actually, it might be your favorite flavored jelly bean. I know Berry Bots, they have booger jelly beans. So you farm that flavor all the time on stream.
I don't eat them.
Just pick them?
Yeah.
Just pick them.
Pick them and flick them.
Pick them. We're going to have to see if this is going to be a quick pick and flick as well. This one's looking like it might be a 2-0. We're seeing absolute insane damage coming out.
And think about how aggressive he was. That was like a wild animal. Like all-seeing eye, just completely going crazy. Like just popping off. Yeah, raw, exactly.
Raw XD, dude.
Yeah. Okay, let's do this,
Big D
man.
on that, too.
Absolutely. I'm ready whenever you are.
Big D.
Let's do this.
Once again, now everything is cruising. We figured out a new way to do a lot of these duels. We're cruising, but right now it looks like Jellybeans is cruising for a bruising. All-seeing eye just completely decimating him. Will he be able to do it again?
That was insane. Like, I really didn't expect to see that happen. I mean, that was really, really cool to see somebody who's just completely unknown just establish themselves in that level of a definitive way.
Dude, I can already see the merch, man.
There it is.
Dude, big blinked out eyeball chain. Just like, dude, iced out. Dude.
Absolutely.
Oh, man, I'm already ready to buy the all-seeing eye merch.
Okay, we should be ready to go here.
Okay, let's do it. Going into the second match.
Don't forget the first tournament that you started in. All we want is 10% of all your merch.
Yeah.
I'm ready when you are. Yeah, we're ready to make the merch, dude. Hit us up.
Don't forget where you came from.
All right, let's get this one started. Let's see if All-Seeing Eye is going to blink or if he's just going to head straight to the next round.
Okay, here we go. Jellybeans has challenged you to a duel. Let's make this happen. Here we go. And then they immediately start off. All-Seeing Eye is immediately kiting him there. Jellybeans is keeping him at max range. He's using Viper Sting to run All-Seeing Eye out of mana. And he got rooted by All-Seeing Eye with the trinket. The Shrinkway as well with the attack power reduction. And then here we go. All-Seeing Eye coming right back at him, hitting him there with the Cone of Cold. And then, okay, here we go. He got out of the, it's a trap. Okay, that's good. And he immediately got out of the trap, rooted him again with that, and then he stayed within his dead zone there. He blinked over inside of his dead zone as well. Remember, look at All-Seeing Eye with this dead zone thing. This is incredible. And he's just finishing him off with an arcane explosion. Holy shit.
That dead zone management was insane. You can see right now on Jellybean's screen, it said most recent D. I think we just saw a very big recent D, and it was coming in from All-Seeing Eye.
Holy shit.
So I heard that Bean yesterday was destroying mages. Were those mages using dead zone? Because Jellybeans didn't even get damage off.
No.
Like
that was honestly so perfectly played by All-Seeing Eye that I don't think Jellybeans was even ready to encounter that level of competition. That's honestly the truth. I don't think that he was expecting that level of competition. And
people are saying in the chat, incredible. Hunters suck. They definitely looked like it there.
Hunters, obviously, we have found a weakness. That is obviously a huge weakness that hunters have. And I don't know really if Jellybeans, give Jellybeans 100 duels like that. Is he going to be able to improve? Is he going to be able to play against somebody who does that? We'll see what happens.
And like we said, I think this is why I'm excited to see the Bean duel as well. But because in this Jellybeans matchup, Jelly straight up, and like this is credit where credit's due. I could literally go into the DMs right now. A big thing was that he didn't have as much time to prep. Right? Like we pretty much hit him up about the duel tournament like the day before.
Yep.
He had been playing way more retail at the time.
Absolutely.
And we can see somebody who, and this is one of the great things about Classic WoW, somebody who put more time in, they hit harder.
We see it.
Yeah, you can feel it. There's no scale in here. Oh, shit. I made it a little too small. I just made it a little too small to make it a little bit bigger.
Okay, so then that's going to be All-Seeing Eye. They're up at the top. And then the next matchup we're going to be having here is going to be Bean versus Snuts.
Hey.
Oh, wow. Let's do it. All right, next duel is going to be up against Bean against Snuts. Hunter versus Warlock. I don't know, guys. What do you think? Let's hear. I want to hear from you guys. Who's going to come out ahead, Snuts or Bean?
So keep in mind,
competitors in the current game, both very, very high-level players in BFA coming in the Classic. Let's see how this is going to go.
Bean has been farming as well.
Yeah.
Like he's been
So then
farming.
they immediately open up. Bean opens up right there, and then he tries to trap him, but Bean accidentally traps the pet. That's not good at all. Snuts just starts putting up dots on him right there. He's probably going to try to fear the pet, but maybe not. He just puts a Curse of Agony on him, and then he's actually dotting up the pet already, and then Bean is just damaging down Snuts like it's nobody's business. Oh my God, Bean is popping off.
This is what I heard.
This might not be over. Oh my God, look at this.
Okay, so Snuts is definitely going to be able to hold on, which is
we'll see. He's
fantastic
running out of mana.
for now.
He's
but
got the fear.
exactly.
And then he stopped the fear. Did he stop the fear with counter shot?
Bean has so much at his disposal. Whoa.
That trap. Okay, here we go. And then he's moving away right there. He's summoning the Voidwalker. He immediately got the summon off, so that's going to give him a second trap. He moved out of range of fear, so obviously he's going to have to get in range there. Now, really, all Bean needs to do is auto attack Snuts, and I think that he might win. But Snuts also has a second. He has a second absorb, and Snuts is just sitting on it. He's actually letting that pet do as much damage as possible. This is going to be right down the wire. He uses the absorb. Snuts is basically just finishing it off. He's going to go for another trap to maybe trap and move out the absorb. This is right down to the wire.
This is where Bean should win. He should be able to eat here while he's in the trap and then instantly kill him when he does get out, because now his pet can close the space, get a little bit of damage, and Snuts is completely tapped on mana. And this is the reason that
he goes for the stun, and then Snuts is going for the wand. This is right down to it. I think Snuts is actually going to win. Snuts won! Oh my God! What the fuck? This is a
Bean won.
No, Bean won. Bean won.
Bean won. Dude, you can't even tell. Dude, so okay. So let's actually talk about
that
what happened
here. That was incredible. Right down to the wire.
So Snuts has to really rely on his sacks there.
Absolutely.
It's gonna be a big thing. Now,
why?
That
was just not quite that much.
He definitely sacked up there.
Yeah.
But what happens with the hunter is the hunter can actually just so effectively drain all of the resources.
And also, so because health is also a resource. I didn't see Snuts using drain life at all in that. I was expecting to see a lot more drain life. Maybe I'm wrong with that. The fact is that I was expecting to see a lot more of that, because obviously, yes, you can Viper Sting Snuts, but you're effectively, think about this, you're effectively doing damage to Snuts by Viper Stinging him, because that's mana that he's going to have to regen by taking his own life away with life tap. So Bean played that extremely well. That was right down to the wire. I would say, honestly, that was probably the closest match that we have had all day.
Probably the closest duel that's happened on beta. The officer never let him down.
We didn't even know. I thought the other guy won.
So also, if you didn't get to watch the tournament that Tips put on, ultimately Snuts came in second place. And it was close. Like, he very easily could have taken the tournament.
They're like dueling again on their own for some reason. They need to not do that.
Okay, tell him to stop. Tell him to like just forfeit, and we'll go again. Because like let's get these duels out. Because like we've been
I also want to bring up.
we can go faster. Like we're like.
Okay, great.
We're doing the show too.
Yeah, just let them know.
So I also do want to let you guys know that these guys have played with each other competitively up on the BlizzCon stage, right? Like, these guys almost took down BlizzCon to get 4%, right? Like, these guys are masters at getting down to the absolute wire. And you can see right now that this is already underway.
Do they just want to keep playing this one out?
Yeah,
I mean, we can just.
Guess. I don't know. I mean,
let's just play this one
out. Play it out. They'll play it out. Let's go.
They want it. They want it. They're ready for it. And already we can see it's down to the wire again. Snuts is going to be so low on health. We're going to see Bean try to get in, close that space. He's going to be able to get the trap.
Oh my God. This is again right down to the wire. I don't know what's going to happen.
But look how calculated it is by Bean. This is why people were talking up Bean. He knows exactly when he's going to feign death, getting with the trap, close. Snuts already out of mana. Again, he's got nothing to work with. Bean has resources.
He's got to wand him. He's wanding Bean to death. Basically, Snuts is just hoping that absorb shield is big enough, and I don't think it is. Bean won again.
Dude, look at Snuts right now. He plays it so well.
Was that 2 for 2?
Yes.
That was 2 for 2.
Just 2-0'd him that quick.
What the?
Which puts Snuts in a position, first of all, if you're in the lower side of the bracket right now, you're probably a little bit tilted, because now Snuts most likely is just going to go on a best of one tear.
Yeah.
Because Snuts is scary.
Snuts is an incredible player. He placed number 2, as we said before, in Tips tournament. An amazing, absolutely incredible player. So let's go ahead. We're going to look at these brackets again. The next, obviously, too, is going to be, we're going to have a redemption. Will All-Seeing Eye be able to beat 2 hunters? Now, he dispatched Jellybeans relatively easily. 2-0'd him.
I think Bean's in a different league, man.
Bean is... He's got a really good thing going. Okay, next one here.
Wait, I didn't
And now we're actually moving into the next bracket. Guys, I know that it's taken a while. I do fully understand that, but now we're finally getting through these matches, and I want to appreciate and say thank you guys so much for being patient with us and helping us make this all possible. So I know that we've had a little bit of struggles. This is our first tournament organizing together, and we appreciate all of you being able to be understanding about that. So thank you guys so much, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to go into the next rounds.
All right, Bean. Nice to meet you, sir. Nice to meet you. Thanks. Can you please look at me, please? Please, camera's this way. Thank you.
Hello.
Yeah, nice to meet you, sir. How'd you feel about dueling Snutsy? How'd you feel about the Warlock Hunter matchup?
You know, I was pretty inexperienced versus Warlock. Only dueled him like once or twice, but I knew my general plan is to pretty much trap him, kill his pet, force the sack early. You know, Viper Sting him, him, and just dampen him.
Very good. So very methodical approach. So did you use a similar strategy whenever you're fighting mages or no?
Oh, well, I am dueling a mage next round, so I'm not going to reveal that information. You guys will have to wait and see.
Stay tuned. Stay tuned.
No.
Stay tuned.
Mr. Bean. We'll talk to you later.
Thank you.
Here we go.
And we saw VanRuki, even in his previous duels, having such good plays against pets. I've seen him do it against Warlocks in the previous duel tournament. I've seen him do it against just about everything. He's probably going to prioritize taking out the pet. I wouldn't be surprised if VanRuki actually does open.
So he goes for the long play. Actually, You know what? Knowing VanRuki and his play style, I think that you're completely right. I think that we could absolutely see that happen. Okay, here we go. Let's get this done.
You can see some of the onlookers right now cheering for Zeroed, actually. Said, get zeroed.
Oh, there it is. All right, let's make this happen.
Zero.
Okay, here we go, guys. Let's do it. Zero just challenged you to a duel. Let's go.
Where is Zeroed's pet?
He's probably stealth. Oh, and then Zeroed immediately starts at the beginning with a Shadow Meld, and he scatter shots VanRuki with the Viper Sting, so it doesn't immediately break on damage.
Then going for Dead Zone.
Oh, he's going for Dead Zone right there. He hit the Cone of Cold. He drops the Iron Grenade, and then Zeroed got out of it. That is impressive. And then he's just immediately just going directly after him. VanRuki is just a wild animal. He's going for blood. Zeroed is moving away as much as possible. VanRuki is trying to cast on him, hits him with a Fire Blast, keeping him slowed. And then, oh my God, okay, there's the root there with the trap. And then VanRuki is just keeping him right there directly in place. VanRuki goes back to the dead zone, trying to keep in that dead zone, staying there. Zeroed is pretty low on health, but so is VanRuki. VanRuki is going all in here.
Well, Elliot definitely is a jungle cat with his claws out, going absolutely crazy inside of the dead zone. But look at what happened. He has absolutely no mana. Can he get the close here? He's trying to do it on Zeroed. Zeroed now is going to go in with his melee weapon. This is an auto attack Andy duel. Will the one be able to do it? The Frost Nova comes off. He's able to get off that burst of damage. He goes into his ice block, and just like that, Zeroed
defeated VanRuki in a duel. In a dramatic reversal of fate, something I don't think anybody would have expected. That is incredible. That is absolutely fucking incredible. Oh my God.
Zeroed.
Wow.
The guy that everybody was against. He literally had all of chat against him.
Everybody was against him.
Everybody sold this guy down the river.
That's right.
Then he plays against literally the best dueler right now.
Down the river for integrity.
I respect the integrity play, but this is the reason that you always need to be an alpha.
Absolutely.
And you can't take that shit. You can't take that shit because look at what he was able to do. This is literally the best dueler in the world that he's going against right now on the beta. He's the best dueler right now currently as far as titles are concerned in BFA as well. VanRuki, if you actually look at what made VanRuki the player that he is, the BlizzCon winning player, he started out as a dueler. He was one of those guys that had one of those stories. Who didn't? He climbed up the ranks. He took out the best duelers and he became the best. And now Zeroed is able to take him down. Then goes, though, for the play that we don't expect. We thought he was going to maybe take out the pet, maybe go for the long run. He goes into the dead zone and he tries to race, and it almost does pay off.
I think this is something that we can almost be certain of. This next match, we're going to have a different strategy. So let's see what they've got in store for us this time. Okay, they're ready here. They're right next to the match. All right, let's do it. Ready whenever.
Man, VanRuki did use his ice block though.
That was an ice block, but did he use a cold snap? I don't
he
know.
did not use a cold snap.
Okay, here we go.
Actually, wait, it might have been a was it a trap?
Did you see that right there? He immediately opened up the rank 1 frostbolt to stop him from going into shadow mode. That's very, very good.
Big.
And then he stops right there in the dead zone. He stops Zeroed. He's doing the big one. He hits him for 400. Zeroed is stunned. He immediately double hit him right there with a frost shock and also a fire blast.
Oh my goodness,
with a critical strike. This is not looking good for Zeroed at all. He first aids and then he immediately hits him again. And then Venruki is just,
that was a bloodbath. He took all the damage from the cat. He took all that pussy to the face. It wasn't even a problem for him. And then he's absolutely able to shred.
Look, I don't think Zeroed was ready for that at all. Look at him. Like, he was completely caught off guard by that. That was incredible.
VanRuki is like a vegan Batman. If you give him time to prepare, he'll win any fight. And now he saw what Zeroed was going to try to do, and he said, oh, okay, you're going to be relying on these alliance shenanigans that I'm not used to. You're going to just decide to be a night elf and get all frisky and stealth. No, I'm not going to let you do it. That's the reason that you won the last duel. And Ven tears him apart like soft bread. Very well played from him.
I'm amazed, right? Because, as I said, I thought almost for sure we were going to see a completely different strategy. He was going to try to sheep Zeroed, kill the pet, reset, and just kind of play it out. But no, he actually went offensive again. He was that confident in his strategy that he went for the second time, and he actually came out ahead that time. That was absolutely incredible.
Now it all comes down to the next one. This next duel actually completely decides it. Dude, it's heating up already. We knew that the second round was going to be really good.
I am ready for this. Let's do it. Okay.
And think about the other things that now VanRuki's
wait, they're already back in game. So immediately VanRuki,
that was a trap.
No, I think out of the scatter.
That was either an ice block out of the scatter or it was a trap. But I think it looked like an ice block.
That is really, really good for Zeroed. That is really good for Zeroed. And then he's right in the dead zone. He hits him with a cone of cold.
I don't think it matters for Zeroed.
He's rooted, and then he just keeps getting his cast interrupted. He can't really do anything right there. And he immediately gets trapped. That is not good. Zeroed is going to try to get range from him and try to catch up with this damage. Let's see if it's going to happen.
He's just tanking this pet damage time and time again. It's a completely opposite strategy than what we expected from him. But that trap was beautiful. And that does mean that I think we had an ice block to start things off.
What is this? And then he sheeped the pet, and then he blinked forward, baiting Zeroed, and then he's immediately getting in range. He rank 1 frostbolt
only
so he can catch up with Zeroed. He is really low on mana. This is not good. I don't know if Venruki's going to have enough here. I really don't know. This seems pretty bad.
Is that okay? What? The fuck was that? Ven's opening up the VOD to see what we have to say. You're a sexy beast. You're just a sexy. What did you just do? What did you just do? Explain it to us, please.
Oh my god.
Dude, Ven literally just stream sniped us because he's flexing.
Damage.
He's just like, yeah, let's just hear what the casters have to say about it.
Yeah, dude.
From the caster to the casted.
Okay, dude, just no big deal.
There'd be fireworks on 4th of July.
Yeah, dude, let's say that. Okay. That was a great match, though. Let's keep that in mind. That was an incredible match.
Zeroed did look good. And also it does show what can potentially happen against the casters yet again. Yep. Let's take a look here. So now Zeroed is going to be moving to the lower side of the bracket. And and then now VanRuki's going to play either against Healing Stat, who he literally plays with on live, who he casts with at the Arena World Championship, or he's going to go up against Sony, who he's been playing with since back in the day.
Right.
But Warrior, I don't think a Warrior is going to be able to take down either of these matchups.
I will be absolutely amazed if Sony is able to come out ahead of this. Like, that's going to be really, really impressive.
So I think the way that we do...
So, yeah, the winner of them fights... So the winner of this should fight... what's his name?
No, I think it flips, right? So you make sure that people don't go against the same people again.
Oh, I agree with you.
Yeah, I think that's how we flip it.
You're totally right.
So basically, whoever wins this plays against Zeroed.
Okay.
So we're going to flip it every other round.
Yeah.
So Zeroed's going to go here, and he'll either play against Jelly or Snuts, whoever wins.
Sounds good.
And then we'll just basically put out these.
And these are, again, this is an 8-mile style bracket.
BO1.
Yeah, best of one. You win or you lose. That's what happens whenever you're in the loser's bracket. Okay.
Man,
nobody's
this is
out yet.
I want to hear.
This is heating up.
Can we hear from VanRuki again?
Hey. All right, VanRuki. And guys, we're here joined by VanRuki once more. He just beat Zeroed in round 2. Tell us about it.
Well, we had a few surprises. Obviously, you guys got to see that. And Yeah, you guys kind of mentioned how we got to duel against Bean yesterday, and I think it was a wake-up call. But oh well, yes, some people on the desk were saying that you know Bean. I think Bean is kind of like a different beast. I think he's really good player. He's got a ton of gear.
Legume, if you will.
Yes, exactly. He's a different chickpea. And the thing is, this is something I kind of always say is I don't always, you know what I mean? You don't always practice. I'm not going to stream all my practice and every strategy I'm going to implement in a tournament. So
naturally,
that's why you always you hold on to a few surprises.
Right.
You know?
So it looked like what you went with there in the first duel. You played a lot more passively, trying to focus on poking more and wearing them down a little bit, and then you got much more aggressive in the last 2 duels. What made you kind of flip the switch?
I lost. So I was like, all right, well, it's do or die. Time to reveal it. We wanted to hold on to those as long as we can because it's not like obviously you guys probably looked up the big one. It's not something everyone has prepared for this tournament, and we got it ready to roll. And backs against the wall, got to bust out all the stops, you know?
There you go. Very good. Mr. Ruki, thank you for joining us.
All right, thank you.